It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Westbrook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Westbrook. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Looking to throw on second down. Westbrook looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing on third and long. Westbrook, he's going to try and go deep again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Washington going to send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. On first down, Looney, screenplay, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To throw on second down, Looney. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First down.
On the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Westbrook. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down. Westbrook being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down and 3. On the handoff, it's Geis. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Washington 7.
On 1st and 10, Westbrook. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lernard25's picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
To throw on second down. Westbrook slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Lernard25's able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's checking.
throwing the penalty. It's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 16. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check three. He's crossing. He's checking cross. Check, cross. Mark 70. Check smash. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake. Looney. They'll roll him out right. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. You ain't going nowhere.
He may try and run for this. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Geis with the carry on second down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. 2
yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Westbrook. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Washington.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I get a defense that can hold up their end.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
46-yard line.
On 1st down, Looney. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
From the gun, Looney. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To number 80.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, now. Come on, now. But Mike, good deal. Mike, good deal. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, 60 Eagle.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on second down. Looney, that's complete, right around the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
82. Brings up third down.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
51 the mark, boy, 51. Watch the run. They're running it.
Operating from the gun. Looney escaping the pressure, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go to Johnson again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
first down. It's Johnson, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down at the 40.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Third down. And
when defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Looney. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Looney. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Throwing on first down, Westbrook. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, Westbrook. Open man here, Sims complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
A gain of
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
From 19 yards away. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Washington.
Extra point 17. Right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at the
Call
line.
it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looney. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Johnson on the counter. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Come on, guys, let's
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. But now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
23.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On first down, it's Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And some space here. Past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. To throw again, Westbrook. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Throwing again. Looney. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
The kick is...
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Westbrook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Westbrook. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Washington first down.
On first down, Westbrook. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing on first down. Looney. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
brought down at the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Watch the whip. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Washington 30.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st and 10, Westbrook. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check, 59. 6 man.
Throwing again. Westbrook. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The pass.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. Westbrook looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And unable to connect. It's incomplete.
Washington.
And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they move back over.